This is this is something that I really wish faith-based filmmakers would watch. Sure, I know like his movies will have some things in them that are definitely not through a Christian lens. But if you look closely, his stuff also has a lot of truth to it. It doesn't skimp on that kind of stuff. There was he passed away, and there's been a lot of retrospectives of his in various places. One of my favorites wasn't even a retrospective. It was just one of the latest things he did in the last few years, which was his masterclass. So his masterclass was up on YouTube. It's got a lot of footage from his stuff in it too, but it's also just him talking like you're like to a classroom almost. And he's looking a little bit up there in age, and that just makes him more charming, really. But his this is this is something that I really wish faith-based filmmakers would watch. Sure, I know like his movies will have some things in them that are not definitely not from a Christian perspective, right? Or through a Christian lens. But if you look closely, his stuff also has truth, a lot of truth to it, and it doesn't skimp on that kind of stuff. It has a, really ethical, I think an ethically sound view of truth as an artist. For example, it's been theorized, and you can get this in many of his retrospectives or studies about him as a filmmaker, that he talks in Mulholland Drive, for example, about what's called the casting couch. And also in Inland Empire, it's been theorized that Inland Empire, which is really his last major feature film, um, that Inland Empire is kind of about the casting couch. And so these social issues affect a lot of people, and they're important issues. And so talking about them, you don't have to come out and say justice needs to be done in Hollywood. You don't have to come out and make a documentary or something about the casting couch to make it an important subject to talk about, or to properly tell the story through film, right? In my view, something like Inland Empire can teach you that if the casting couch is real, then someone must do something about it. You know what I mean? Like something is wrong and needs to be fixed. And so just watching that with that lens on, looking through the lens of the fact that this is a reality that many, especially female actors, need to deal with in Hollywood, that makes his work immediately important, relevant, and meaningful to anybody who cares about justice and cares about truth in life. So you don't have to be some kind of political or social issue filmmaker. You can just be a consummate artist like David Lynch and talk about social issues in a way that's really changing, that can really change people on a deep level. And so his work still has a moral quality to it, even though he's not coming at it from a Christian perspective, or he's not coming at it from this, high and mighty activist perspective. He's coming at it as an artist. But frankly, I think that makes the messages he sends even more relevant and powerful, frankly. So if you look at David Lynch's work through the lens of certain social issues, his work is some of the most powerful work out there for social issues. And why is this? Because he's just an artist. He appeals to you as an artist. And so I would challenge faith-based filmmakers or even conservative filmmakers who just have social issues they want to get out there. People who maybe appreciated Sound of Freedom or these other conservative issues out here. Um, Study his work as it comes to the craft of filmmaking, just the pure craft of filmmaking and the pure cinematic artistry happening. It could change your brain chemistry on that. That's something that was really a vibrant, wonderful reminder to me of why I love cinema. Just that David Lynch made some of the most vibrant, artistically vital cinema in the last 50 years. I mean, easily in the last 50 years. So I think someone even said he was the last great true American artist. That's kind of a sad realization if that's true. I'm sure there's other American artists, but were they as great as David Lynch? I don't know. He might be right. I mean, David Lynch might be the last great American artist for some time.
Mm.
Um,